Hi, hello everyone. I hope you guys are able to hear me. Just give me confirmation like you're able to hear me, one of you. Murali, able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, and I hope you are able to see my screen as well. Yeah, so welcome to full stack development session, guys. So in this session, we are going to see what exactly the full stack development is and why we have to learn this full stack development and also who are eligible for learning this full stack development. Apart from that, we are going to see what are the roles of software developer in the industry. All such things we are going to discuss in this demonstration session. So before that, let me give you some brief intro about myself. I am Keshav and I have been working as full stack developer for past 9 plus years, and also I am into the training as well, same full stack development trainer for past 9 plus years. I have been doing the same. So let's not waste our time, get into the subject. So before I start, what exactly the full stack development? First, let me talk about what are the basic application which we generally observe in any computer which we generally use on our daily basis. That is, we have so many things, right? The one which I am writing here, that is also one software application. We call it as software applications. We have something like Paint, something like calculator, and we have Gmail, something like Facebook, and also IRCTC, Book My Show, Wikipedia, etc. So all these things are software applications which we work on our daily basis. So we are working with that, like as a user means someone already should create it, then only we can able to use them. So that is what software applications is about. So now we will see some major difference between these uh, category of these applications. A notepad and this one the calculator and some media players we have, right, some media players. So these are one category of applications which we generally observe. I can say this is category number one, and the second category here will be something like Gmail, Facebook, and IRCTC, etc. So these are examples for another category of applications here. And what is the fundamental difference between these two types of applications? Anyone can answer. Just like that, normal way, in not in terms of too technical. Just normally, I am asking like just by looking at those examples, what is the difference we find? Anyone can answer. I want it to be interactive. The session should be interactive. It should not be like one way. Just to try the answer. You can even post your answer also in the chat box.
The first set of applications, it is only one-way communication. It's standalone
Okay,
applications.
good.
Second set is web applications.
Okay, good.
So we interact with that.
Yes, good. So, Just by looking at these applications, in simple words, we can say for the running of these applications, we don't require internet connection. Directly we can able to work with them. But if we wanted to run the second category of applications, we require internet. So this is a fundamental difference. Just by looking at these examples, we can able to say the first one does not require internet to work, but the second one require internet. See how these applications are built here is so many examples like Microsoft Word and some games which are already there in your computer or something. We some normally install and work with chess. Right? Such kind of games and all. These are examples for the first category of applications. And the name here is we call them as stand-alone applications. First category of applications are known as standalone applications, whereas the second category of applications are known as web-based applications, or simply we can say web applications. If we wanted to develop, as of now, I talked in terms of a user, normal user. Assume like we are the users. User perspective, the first category, if you want to use, we don't require simply internet. But for the second category, if you want to utilize it, we need internet. Now to develop it, who will develop? Definitely a software developer will be developing the software applications. These are the applications which are running on system, right? That's why we call them as software applications. To do that, to develop them, software developer has to work on that. He has to develop it. When we talk about this first category of applications, the people whoever develops them are known as software developers. And what this actually contains, like every application internally contains some set of programs. Different programs will be there. Let's say, for example, Microsoft Word. It will be having file, edit, different options will be there, right? As a normal user, we say like different options are there, but from programmer perspective, it is like a different programs. It will do different programs. All those together is a software application. And to develop those programs and programs together will make it a software application. So to develop these kind of applications, one should know the languages, some general purpose languages one should learn, like either C++ or Java or even C language we can use, or even Python, like that, etc. People will learn this language extensively, any of the languages, and using those language, and people will write the programs, and all those programs together is a software application, that is like a standalone application. And this is created once, and it will be installed in your computer for one time, and after that you can use it for n number of times. The motto of software applications, standalone applications, is like install once, run it for n number of times. Clear? This is what about standalone applications. Some people call the standalone applications as desktop applications also. Some people usually call with other name called desktop applications, but it is same, standalone applications. The second category of applications here is web-based applications. But why actually we require internet for these web-based applications to run? The thing is, I think you got the idea, like if we develop, or if someone has developed this software, if we have one computer, in that computer we can install and we can run it, we can work with that. But if we want to work with the second category of applications, at a time we require two systems to work with. At a time, what we want, two systems must be in connection with each other. What are those two systems? Are like the system which we are using, and also the actual system where that main data is stored. Let's say with some example you can easily understand. We will go with the Gmail. You guys are having Gmail account, right? Where you will open your Gmail account? In your mobile or in your laptop, or somewhere you will be opening. If you say your Gmail data or your Gmail is stored in your mobile, then in your laptop also you can open your Gmail. In your friend laptop also you can open your Gmail if you know your credentials, username and password. In some tab also you can open, which means whatever you say, like if my Gmail is in my mobile, means that is wrong. Your Gmail is not actually in your mobile. You are accessing through your mobile, or you are accessing through your laptop, but actual that Gmail is located in another place. That another place is called another system. That system is called server system, and the system which we use to connect is called client system. Understood, right? So here, if we wanted to work with the web-based applications at a time, we should connect the two systems, or we should work with the two systems. They are client system, the other one is server system. Till now, you guys have got the clarity, right? Yeah, Ashwin, just give me confirmation that you understood till now.
Fine.
Yeah, okay, good. So now, client system and server system. What exactly, what happens here? What is the client system? That is a system at our local. I mean, that local system means which is with ours. It may be a mobile device, or it may be tablet or desktop or laptop, anything. But that is with us. And the server system, in same example, you take Gmail. Gmail server may be at some Google place, Google office, assume. So that is at some other place. First, we have to establish the connection between the client and server. So we have to connect our client system with the server system. So for that to happen, what we have to do? We have to put one wire from our computer to the Gmail server computer. But practically that is not possible. That's the reason what we do is, already in the world something already existed in which all the computers are already connected together. So many servers, so personal computers, so many things are already interconnected together. What is that? Is called internet. So that's the reason we open our browser. In our computer, we simply open our browser. There simply we type the address of the server. Let's say in this example, the address of the server may be some IP address will be there. We have to uniquely identify it. For that, we have some IP address. Just example I am telling, like some IP address for your Gmail. But usually we don't remember the IP addresses, right? It's a difficult task. System can connect, but it's a difficult task for us. So that's the reason we will connect it with the help of something called domain names. Means if I want to connect to the Gmail server system, we will be connecting it to that Gmail server system with the help of a domain name called gmail.com, www.gmail.com. Clear? This is only for establishing the connection between your client system and server system. So to establish that connection only, we require the internet. But logics and all, again same. In the first category also we have to write the programs. In the second category also we have to write the programs. But why actually we require internet is, this is the reason. At a time, if we want to work with web application, two systems must be in connection with each other. Those two systems are client system with which you are connecting, and the server system, the actual system in which your actual programs are running. Clear? And when we talk about any web application or web based application, it will be having a three-tier architecture. Typically it is following a three-tier architecture. That is, I can say three layer also. Every web application follows this, the three-tier architecture. What does it mean? What it contains? The first layer is called presentation layer. First layer is called what? Presentation layer. And the second one is called application layer. There is another name for the second one is business layer. So we call it as application layer, or we can even say this as business layer. And the third one is called data layer. So what does it mean and what it is about? So it is very simple. As I already told you, this is what the basic architecture for any web-based application. Let's say, for example, Gmail application. Gmail is also one web-based application, right, which is running with the help of internet. What you will do in the Gmail? Generally, you will open your computer, your client computer, open computer, and there you will be typing the address to connect to the server gmail.com. Then immediately what you will do means, if you already have account, you start giving the details like username and password. Assume this is the first time we do not have account. Then what we do sign up, or we do registration, right? So at that time, yeah, so at that time what we do is, the presentation layer means, that is a place where you will be having all the web pages and all. Here assume like this is the sign up page where you will be entering all your details, and the moment you are clicking the button called register, then what happens is the data will move from the presentation layer to the application layer, and inside the application layer there will be specific programs are written. Let's say example, this box I have written a small box. That box is, you just assume like that is a program for registration. Yeah. So this is a program called registration program. What actually this program will do is, whatever the data which is coming from your presentation layer, what data will come, all the data whatever it is filled by the user, right? That data this will take, and if required it will pass that data to the next layer, that is called data layer. Means here it will open the database and stores that data into the database, and then data will be stored in the database. Once that is done, I told you already, this registration is a program, right? Program means it will do some functionality. So the first thing is, it takes the data which is coming from the presentation layer and from the client system, and it processes the data, opens the database, and stores all your data into the database as a one of the Gmail user. Once that is done, and inside this program only, one response will be generated, like your registration successfully completed, something like that. Then that response will be sent back from the application layer to the presentation layer, so that people can see on your device like mobile or whatever it is, on your local device you can see that that registration finished. Okay, we have successfully done this activity. Again we want to work with the Gmail. What you will do, again you will do sign up? No, only one time we do the sign up registration. Next what we will do, we will go with the login. At that time what we do here is, assume like we entered again username and password. So again that data, username and password, whatever we are entering here, that data will travel from the presentation layer to the application layer. Here inside the application layer we do have another program. This time there will be one more program will be there, and the name of that program can be anything, like assume like login program. What is the program name here? Login. What this login program will do is, whatever the username and password you are entering, this will take. Assume Harsha at Gmail is the username, and 1234 is the password. Assume that is the way we created our Gmail account. Now this time we are entering Harsha at gmail.com, but password we are entering 4321. Assume. Then what happens is, already originally data, your data is already stored in the database, right, with a name called Harsha at Gmail, some particulars. So this will get the data out of the database. It takes the data, original data, and inside this login, I already told you this is a program, right? This login program, what it will do is, it will cross check the two things, like whatever it is coming from the front end, like your client side presentation side, whatever it is coming, the username and password, the original username and password will be matched together. You understood, right? Yeah. There might be two cases when you are matching, obviously checking, right? Two cases, maybe yes, may not be yes. So at that time, what happens is it will be checking whether that is true or not. False or true, it will be checking. If it is true, means matching, then one home page will be generated in this program. One home page will be generated, and that home page will be sent back to the client. That home page will be here sent back to the client, and that we call as a response. Clear? And second option is like, second possibilities may be wrong. Username password are not matching. At that time, one error message will be generated in this program. The same will be sent back as a response to the presentation layer. Here, whatever it goes from the presentation layer to the application layer is known as a request. What we call it as request. And the opposite thing, like whatever it comes from the application layer to the presentation layer, we call it as a response. So in the industry, like in any web application working, you name any web application, this is just a simply request and responses on, right? You do every day on our daily basis, we do so many activities on the internet, right, with the different applications. But application may be anything, but it is simply request and response. Clear? No, but still I did not talk that word called full stack development. I told just web application architecture, but where that word called full stack development comes into picture. Yes. Now I am going to tell you that what is full stack development here. I hope you guys have got the understanding, like the main architecture, three-tier architecture about the web application. Yeah, clear, right, till now, all of you? Yeah. So here, application layer or business layer, this is the place where I told like the registration is one program, login is other program. Like that, we don't have only two programs, we have several programs will be there. So all those programs together is nothing but the software here. All those programs together is software, and that is written this right side, right, server side it is written. So presentation layer means the system which we use, client system. This right side means server system. So that's why we call this as server side software. What is the name we call? Server side software. Server side software. In order to develop the server side software, one should know any one of the server side programming language. Anyone, not all, anyone is enough. In that category, we do have popular languages here like Java or Node, or you can have something like Python, or you can have something like .NET. I am using that word called R, not combination, just only one of the languages. If you know properly, that is enough, and you can create all those logics, server side programs you can able to create. But in real time scenario, what happens is whenever we write any code with any programming language, along with the programming language, we take the help of a framework. There is a word called framework. What framework will do is, framework is not a new language, it's not at all a language, it is just built on the top of some other language. Just it helps a programmer. Let's say you are a Java programmer, you want to develop some server side program. If you use Java, yes you can do, but Java plus something Java related framework, then your work will happen quickly. So in that category, we have something like Spring. You might heard that word like Spring. And for Node, we have something like Express, and for Python we have something like Django. For .NET, some other, for each language we have some framework will be there. So here, next one is what? Data layer. Inside the data layer, what will be there? Database will be there, and in the database, whatever the data you are entering, which is coming from the left side presentation layer, first it will go to the application layer, and again after that the data will go and store into the data layer. But whenever we do all these things, at least with this example called Gmail, we can't see our logics are matched or not. Can we see? No. With ours, how our logics are matching means what condition is written, what database is used, how our data is stored inside the database. No such logics can be seen by the normal user. Understood? That's the reason these two things together, this application layer and what you call like the data layer, we call backend. What we call? Backend. You know the general meaning of backend, right? Which is happening something behind the scenes, backend, so which we cannot see. That's why we call it as backend. And same example, like same Gmail, but what we can see is presentation layer. If you open the Gmail, what we see, how it is matched, we cannot see. Only that is like page we can see, home page you can see, or registration page you can see, or login page you can see. If you successfully log in, dashboard page you can see. If you click inbox page you can see. Means only web pages you can able to see, and all these web pages together is a website. What we call it as website. So first thing, if we wanted to work with web based applications, two things should be there: server system and as well as client system. So server side, what to be written? Assume like we have already written. I told you, this is assume like we have already written using one programming language, but that is not enough. It will do logics, but presentation also should be there for your application. So for that purpose, client side also we have to write the code. Understood? And that client side is known as front end. What you call it as? Front end. And what to be written for the front end here is, for the back end you are writing the logics here, main logics you are writing, and for the front end what we have to do here is that designing part, like the website has to be created. If we wanted to create a website, what actually website content? Gmail home page, login page, sign up page, different pages. You take any example, different pages will be there. Means if we wanted to create a website, first of all we should know how to create a web page. So means here website is nothing but it's a combination of web pages only. So here simply I'm writing like website equal to, it's a combination of web pages. So website is nothing but it's a collection of web pages. So if you wanted to create the client side software website, first we should know how to create a web page. Here, to create server side software, what we learned, any of the language like either Java, Node and all. Here this side also we have some technologies with the help of which we can able to create the program, like we can able to create the at least web pages here. If you want to create the web page, here we have to use the technologies like HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Three things we have to use. Here guys, right side I used only one of the language, oblique slash I used, but left side I used comma. Means if we wanted to create a web page, we should know HTML, we should know CSS, and also we should know JavaScript. Means definitely the purpose of HTML may be different, the purpose of CSS is different, and the purpose of JavaScript is also different. Before I talk what exactly HTML, CSS, JavaScript, in the industry, this development, whatever it is, the front end side, this development is known as front end development, that website designing and all. Right side, the main logics will be written. Means if you click the button, registration, actual logic will happen right side. If you click login, actually will happen here. If you enter something search, actually will happen in the right side. Means here yellow color thing is there. No, here all the logics will be written. That's the reason we have named that layer as what? Application layer or business layer. Means the main business logic will be happening on that side only. Clear? That's why we call it as application layer or business layer. And the people whoever develop the development is called backend development, and the people whoever develop this are known as backend developers in the industry. And the people whoever is developing the first left side client side website, I say, are known as front end developers in the industry. And guys, whoever is responsible for both the front end and back end together are known as full stack developers. And the front end development plus back end development together is a full stack development. So that is what exactly full stack development is about. So before we learn anything, first we should know exactly what is that is. It's not like full stack development directly some what you call like some technology names, dig into that, start learning. No, first we should actually know why we have to learn it, means what exactly it contains, what is the purpose of it, we should know. This is what full stack development is about, and this is what people whoever does this are known as full stack developers in the industry. Earlier, if you know only one language is only one side, that is enough earlier. Like if you are a front end developer, fine. If you are a back end developer, fine, because there might be teams, front end developer and back end developer for web application development. Those people duty different and these people duty different. But later, in these days, at least for last 6 7 years, I can say, in the industry, the companies are asking their employee to learn the other side also. Let's say they are already working as front end developer, they are asking them to learn one of the back end language. If they are already working as a back end developer for more than 10 years also, they are asking them to learn the front end technologies. Clear? And here I'm telling asking, but actual thing is they are forcing. Yeah, you know, right? You are working for one company and they are asking, means what? You have to. Your If your employer is asking, means you have to. There is no option. That is the reason what is happening. Those people are attending for early morning sessions or late evening sessions. You understand? Backend developer working, they have their own work. Now they have to learn front end technologies. They are attending for early morning sessions or late evening sessions because in between they have work, right? So that is means there is no escape. That is what I am telling. For the people who are already in the industry also, there is no escape. Means definitely the guys like you, means whoever wants to enter into the IT development industry, it's very good to have the knowledge on both the sides. Got it? That's the reason why we actually have to learn the full stack development. Clear? Now I will talk about what is our course, what are the different things we discussed in our course. So before that, so guys, here I displayed one phone number, right? For this phone number, just to make a note of this phone number and send your details to this particular number. All the guys whoever attending online, so I'm requesting guys just to send your primary details to this particular number. You can send just like full stack, your name, then followed by your phone number and your email. Just to forward that, all of you just make a note of that phone number and you just send, so that they can make communication properly. Just to do that, guys, whoever has missed to give, just to do that. Okay, fine. Now here, uh, what you call like front end side, we have to learn HTML, CSS and JavaScript. But backend side only one language. Assume like we are sticking to one of the language. It can be anything, any flavor. Now, why actually three things here? Because all are together for the purpose of creating a web page. Web page together, website. Okay. But What HTML actually will do here is, if you open any web page, what we see some content. Yes or no? If you open web page, what we see? Obviously some content will be there. The website may be any purpose of website may be different, guys, but what we see in the website, any website, if you open, this is a Google website. Now I am clicking, this is a Wikipedia website. What you are having, content only or not? So content, don't think like a text. Content can be anything. This is a Wikipedia, that's why it is here you are able to see most of the text related things. And here you are able to see text, right? And also link. Yes, your button is there, no? Like this and symbol button coming means that is a link. And your flag is there, able to see. It's a JPG or some format means image. This is also an image. This is an audio file. Able to see this? This is an audio file, right? So like that, this is one site. If you open youtube.com, that is also a website. What content it contains? Videos. Images or videos. So like that, we will have different content. So our HTML is responsible for adding content to your page. Understood, right? It is responsible for adding content. Any content you see with your eyes on any web page can be added only with the HTML. HTML. That is falls into category of content that is added with the help of the HTML. Form. You have some form, no? You have to do registration in Gmail. You have one form. That form is also content that is also created with the help of the HTML. This is another site. This is also a website. This is another website whose purpose is different. Wikipedia's purpose is different and Amazon purposes are different. So it is also containing content. See that, right? Images, combination of some text, some links, some images, right? Yes or no? Different content is there. If I dig deep into the product, there I will be having video also. Nowadays we are having the product info in terms of video also there, right? So this is what content is about. But if you see what I can say, the background for this style is white color. Able to see? Up to 60% style for men is there, no? What is the background for this? White color. But something for this, some light pink color background. Yes or no? And something like that. Here, if you see the text size of this mobiles is something different, but the text style of this revamp your something is there, no? That is different. You are able to see that, right? All these things. And this styles for men is to the leftmost side, and this appliances for your this is to the rightmost side. So all these things cannot be done with the HTML. Using HTML we can add the content, but these are called stylings. These are called what? Stylings. Means like appearance. So HTML is responsible for the content of the web page, whereas CSS is responsible for the appearance of your web page. Yes, it includes all those things, and it is responsible for the appearance of your web page. All the content is added with HTML, but no proper beautification. If you want to beautify your website, you have to take the help of a technology called CSS. In HTML, everything is done, every content is added with the help of tags. A concept called what? Tags. Using tags we do that. And in the CSS, using style properties, there are something called what style properties. If I want to change the background color, one property will be there. If I want to change the margin, one property. If I want to put some position, one property will be there. If I want to put one border, one property will be there. Understood, right? So like that, different properties. See guys, here to learn HTML, if you learn all the tags, fine, that's it. That is got learning of HTML. Learning of CSS means learning of the property names. To change the text color, what to do, to improve the text size, what to do, alignments, text, different styles, you will be learning. Means technically, programmatically, you don't need to break your head to learn this language. That is what I am telling. Just some tag names, if you learn, that is HTML is about. And the CSS, some what you call like some property names. See, The original sites also will be having the same, guys. So now we are at Amazon, right? Yeah, I will show you tags. I told you, no. Yeah, here you are able to see something like OpenA. We'll learn about all these tags later, but just you are able to see, right? A means a link actually. This is some link. The moment you click that link, somewhere it will be opening in your what you call like Amazon. Got it? Like that, we have so many tags will be there. Yeah, you are able to see one tag, title tag. All of you able to see title tag, right? What it is reading here? Online shopping site in India, something like that. That is what the code they have written in their HTML page of Amazon site. Clear? Uh, Now this is the original site, right? Now see, I am taking my mouse cursor here. Able to see some text. Online shopping site in India. That is what from that tag. Understood? Title tag. Don't worry, I will talk about all these things later. Just I am showing example that how it will be, and also it is all about tags. Like that, for images adding, they'll be using some image tag. For different things, different tags will be there. Now, what is the duty of the JavaScript here? Using HTML content done, using CSS styles also done. Then why we need JavaScript? Because we can create beautiful websites, right? But why we need JavaScript? Here, using HTML and CSS, we can create the websites fine, but we cannot interact with the websites. The websites are like static. You can only scroll it, but you cannot interact with. Interact means the moment you click one button, something should happen. The moment you click one, what you call like one drop down box, you select one option, then click, something should happen. If you select other option, then some other thing should happen. Are you getting? All these things cannot be done with the help of the HTML, CSS. So for that reason, we use something called JavaScript. If something is interactive, that kind of websites are known as dynamic websites. And to add that dynamism or that dynamic nature to our web pages, we use what? JavaScript. Clear? And these two are very simple languages, HTML and CSS, simply tag based and property based. But JavaScript is dynamic nature, means some functionality should be written, means some programming should be done. With the help of JavaScript language, here we have to do the programming. Are you following? If we have to do some programming with this, using pure JavaScript, we can able to do the programming. But here we discuss one simple point, that this right side, whenever we develop anything other than the programming language, we take the help of a framework, so that our life will become easy, developer life will become easy. In the same way, left side also, HTML not required, simple language, CSS also simple one, but JavaScript is, here we have to use logics, right? Again, pure JavaScript also we can write, or we can take the help of the frameworks. But right side, you are having so many options like server side programming languages, but left side you are having only one language called JavaScript. That is that much most powerful language. That is the reason, instead of one framework, we have several frameworks available in the market for that. Understood? For JavaScript, I am telling the framework names: Angular, React, Vue. These three are the most popular frameworks available for the JavaScript. Other than this, we have so many, but these three are major. Among them, these two are major. In that, again, due to some extensive features, for last few years, I can say like last 2 3 years, React has got more popular. So in our course, we are going to learn React JS. Clear? Why I am talking all these things? Because what we are going to learn in our course, now I am going to tell. So front end side, you will be learning HTML, CSS, and there will be one what you call one ready-made CSS library will be there, Bootstrap. It's not a technology, it's a simple ready-made CSS library, but we will discuss about that. Next is language called JavaScript you will be learning. Along with that, you will be learning React JS. This is what in the front end side. Coming to the back end side, like your wish, like I told you slash, right? So you guys can go for Java stream, where core Java, advanced Java, Spring will be there. And when you opt for something like Python, there core Python, advanced Python, Django will be there. When you opt for Node, all the concepts in the Node along with the Express will be there. Anyhow, database is common. If you guys choose Java, then your course will be like Java full stack. If you choose Python, your course will be like Python full stack. If you choose Node, your course will be like Node full stack. But for Node, we have a special name. If anything like Node full stack, then other than the Node full stack, we call it as something like MERN stack. MERN stack also, it's not nothing away from the full stack. This is also a full stack development only. The only thing is E means Express. You are learning Node means obviously Express will be there in that. Java along with Spring, Python with Django, Node with Express. Java you are learning means obviously it comes with the Spring. Python you are learning means it comes with the Django. In the same way, Node means Express, no? And this side MySQL or something MongoDB database you will be learning. MERN stack means M means MongoDB database, E means Express, R means React, N means Node. So front end side, these things are common: HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, React. In the place of React, you can have Vue.js, Angular, but we are opting for React. If you opt for generally Angular, but in this course we are doing React, but then it's called mean stack. Only for Node we have special names. That is what I am telling. Other things Java full stack and what you call like Python full stack. Clear? Yeah, guys. Again, I am asking you guys. If you are still not given your details, just ping to that particular number which is displayed. Yeah. Now, as of now, in this class, up to now, we came to know what exactly the full stack development is, right? Now we will see like why and who has to learn it. Why means if we wanted to develop end-to-end web application, what it is end-to-end web application, we have to learn full stack development. End-to-end means there will be nothing like one activity will done by some other. No, you only responsible for all the activities. Means at least you are in a position to handle the all the activities related to the web application from the starting to the ending. So complete end-to-end web application development. To do that, we have to learn the full stack development, and it is one of the most in demand course in the market. Why? Because if you say cloud people, cloud administrators, they have to work on one project or they have to work on one application. Who will create that application? Developers will create. You understood? You might heard something like DevOps. What they will do, they will maintain your application. What if application is not there? What they will maintain? You understood? Testing people will be there, manual testing, automation, so many different types of testing. What they will test? One application is properly working or not, that only they will be testing. You understood? Next, in the industry, operation people will be there in the IT development, IT industry. Operation people means they'll be working on one tool or something like that. They'll be on daily basis, they'll be doing some work. Who will create that tool? You understood? They'll be working on one application. Who will be creating that? Again, developers. You understood, right? So it is a most evergreen domain in the industry, and It's like evergreen. It is always will be there. All other things are dependent on these applications or this particular category. So that is what why we have to learn is about. The next thing is who are eligible, means like what are the prerequisites we should have before we start or before we learn full stack development. See guys, to learn the full stack development, absolutely you don't require any prior knowledge, not at all required. I can say nothing, or I can say basic system knowledge. You should know how to open your computer. You should know how to right click, left click, how to open folder, how to create some file, how to open internet, how to connect. That if you know, fine. If you don't know that, you can learn in just one day, right? It will not take much time. So that much knowledge is enough. That is what my intention is about, to start with the full stack development. But the only thing is you should have that zeal, that passion to learn programming, learn development course. That passion should be there in your mind. That is the prerequisite for me. Clear? Other than that, no other things are required. Clear? And why I am telling with that much confidence, because in my previous sessions, in my last ones will be there, right, in the sessions, there are people who came from BSc chemistry. You know this background, right? BSc chemistry. I'm not talking about non-IT engineering. I'm talking about completely out of engineering. Some people say we are not from computer science, sir. We are not from IT, sir. That's why it may be difficult for me. BSc chemistry means it's not even engineering subject, right? Yes or no? And these people are just they are working as full stack developer. Clear? And it's completed just 2 months back, and they already 1 month completed. They are working as a full stack developer. I have so many students, but I'm just specifically telling. And there is one more person who is from BA. You know, right? BA is completely out of. Just first, the moment when he came, like he's like sir, first thing is like, am I eligible? Because my parents, not parents, but relatives, they will tell like brothers, friends of brothers, like that. They told like why you are learning software language and all. Who told you? That is not for you, like that. But now he is also working as a one stack developer. Understood, guys? And apart from that, I have so many success stories of my students that mechanical and civil background. They already into mechanical. They learned AutoCAD, that CAD, this CAD, and all. They wasted some time. Actually, that is also good courses, but they are unable to make it. And all. Later, they came to this software development and all. They kept it aside and they learned this one. And now they are working as a UI developer, front end developer. You understood? And this is just the latest batch I am talking. Clear? So means there is a possibility for you guys also to just get placed and getting into the IT developer role. So you don't require special what you call like prerequisites for that to happen. Nothing is required. Clear? The only thing is you have to be passionate about learning the subject. And yeah, so now this is about what is full stack already discussed, and why complete application we have to develop. That's why we have to learn. Next is something like who are eligible for this course. The next thing is what are the features associated with our course, means like full stack course. Yes, we are providing here. What are the features associated with this? Why we have to learn? The first and foremost important thing here is the course is completely practically oriented. It's not like, theoretical parts, some definitions. I'm making you people to write those definitions one more time, just by ensuring that, your books are finished. Concepts will be discussed extensively, and I'll be ensuring you guys understood the concepts, but the course will be practically, complete practical oriented course. This is definitions and all. You can open YouTube, guys. Yes. Yes or no? Or you can simply Google. You'll get definition. This much, so many lines of definitions with beautiful English phrases. You'll be getting right. Yes or no? Yes. Why we need to specially spend some time for that and all? Not required. Clear? So the course will be complete practical. Whatever I say in the classroom, I hope you are able to see this, right? The setup and everything. I'll be doing here and all. I'll be giving the assignment, and I'll be asking you guys to, do the same. Next is very important thing. The course whatever you are learning here is at par with the industry standards, or I can say it is a industry oriented course. Here guys, uh, I told you, right, my name is Keshav and I am into the full stack development and all. Here I will be taking care of all the front end, back end, and the database and all, right? So I will be knowing how the recruiters expecting, means like what those software companies are expecting in a fresher, means what kind of talents they are expecting from the fresher, what they actually want. You understood, right? So as per those things, like their requirements and subject, by mixing those two things as a combination, I have designed the course. You understood, right? That's why I'm claiming that this course is a industry oriented course. It's not like simply just typing some small, printing some small stuff and all, just telling like yes you are doing, yes I'm also fine, yes you are doing, you are printing, I printed something, I ask you to print something else, you printed that, so that completed. No, you understood, right? So it is completely industry oriented. And how that is happening, how can I able to say that is in this course? I will be giving you 60 plus tasks and assignments. I will be giving you. Clear? And guys, this is purely for you, not for me. If I design assignment, if I give, nothing I get. Got it? I told you first point, no, practical. That's the reason. Everything, like the moment you start anything like front end or back end, whatever it is, practical learning. So for that only, I will be giving 60 plus tasks and assignments will be there. In that, it will be ranging from intermediate level to advanced level. That too, not like small, intermediate level to advanced level, and that too 60 plus tasks I will be giving. And during the course, throughout the course, six plus one live real time projects you will be doing. And this is during the course only. I may give extra also if time permits. I will give extra, but we will be not be doing here. That you will be doing on your own. But here throughout the course, before you guys finish your last day, you will be finishing 6 plus 1 live real time projects you will be doing. And for the people whoever is attending here for the classroom session, for you people, to my lab, here my lab will be open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Clear? You guys can come with your laptops. You can sit here and you can make your hands dirty on the keyboard. Yes, if you do that only, then only you can become programmer. Clear? See, this is not like a, what I can say, civics. You have different subjects, right? It's not like zoology. It's not something like that kind of subjects where you can read it. The moment you read it, you get it. You understood? But it is a programming language means reading. No, you have to practice, then only you will be getting. What is your duty here? You have to become a programmer, right? How can you become a programmer? Not by reading the program, by practicing, by writing the program only you can become a programmer. Just by reading the program you cannot become a programmer. Got it, right? So this is for the people whoever is attending for a classroom, and the people whoever is attending for online mode. For those people, separate group will be created on some particular platform, that I will be telling you in the next sessions what is the platform, how the things will be monitored and all. There also people will be there to monitor you guys and to help you out. What you are doing also to monitor, also people will be there and to help you if you are getting some doubts and all, to help also. We have a setup will be there, that communication will be given to you in the later sessions. And very important, one more important thing here, I will be conducting tests after every 10 days or every 2 weeks. I will be conducting the exams. Test will be there, and throughout your course, I will be doing mock interviews as well. Both test and mock interviews I will be conducting, so that you guys will come to know where you stand. Yes or no? I will be coming to know where you stand. More than that, first you guys will come to know where you stand. If you find any gap, what to be done, what you are doing. If there is a gap, then if that incremental sessions are there, like 1 mark interview, after that a few days one more. In that gap, you people can able to improve yourself. So for that reason, I will be conducting this. Next is interview preparation will be there here for you guys. That is also I'll be taking care. Once your subject is completed, how you have to prepare for the interview. Clear means the way, how the way we have to represent ourselves in front of an interviewer. What to be in subject is there, assume, but in what way it has to be presented, in what way they will be posing the questions towards you. Subject is different, but asking the questions from that subject will be different, you know that, right? So how they will be asking, I will be making you sure, you people ensure that you'll be attending, and at the same time, from your perspective, how you have to represent yourself with confidence and all, with your communication skills. Such things I will be discussing. Both interview preparation will be there. At the same time, your resume preparation also will be there. And apart from this, very important thing, and very exclusive for my course, especially here the full stack development course, that is, I will be making you guys to create your own GitHub accounts, GitHub profiles. GitHub means, if you know, fine. If you don't know also, no problem. You know Facebook, right? Facebook is a social media platform where you will be having an account. You can showcase yourself to the world, but that is for general purpose. General, what you do, that you will share. LinkedIn, yeah, where you will talk about your professional things or something, like for the companies and all, that will be there. GitHub is something where we will post all our work. Understood? Our personal work related to subject. Means, here I told in the fourth point, what I mentioned here, real time projects I mentioned, right? All the projects you will be pushing, that code, project code, you will be pushing into your GitHub profile. For all 7 projects, you will give some proper names. E-commerce website, one project name, example I'm taking, like that you will be having different names will be there. No, all those projects you will be pushing into your GitHub account. First you will be creating your GitHub account, and into that you will be pushing all the projects into that particular account. There, like your Facebook or like your LinkedIn, you will be having one unique profile address will be there. That profile link will be there, no, that you will be keeping in your resume. Understood now? That GitHub account, you will be the profile account you will be keeping in your resume. The moment people see, they can click it and they will come to know so how many projects you have done. And the advantage of this is what, first it looks very professional, and the next thing is the moment they ask any question from those projects, like what technology you use, what projects you have done, you will be definitely in a position to answer them. Why? Because these projects you already did in your course only. These are not like from the internet, you are not downloading. You understood? Just like you download and if you keep just to get the zip file and keep posted in the GitHub profile, if you do that thing, then that is different. But here in the fourth point, see that. So all those projects whatever we do here during the course, same projects only will be keeping in your GitHub profile. Means you will be very confident enough while answering those questions as well. Clear? So this is about the complete features. Other than this, so many other things also will be there. Like you'll be having mock interviews, I told you, right? And at the completion of your front end also, if any React developer positions are there outside, you can start applying from yourself, and from the company, like from the organization also, will be start applying. Means we'll be calling the people from the industry, provided you are ready. Provided you are ready. So in the throughout the course, I will be ensuring that you guys are job ready. I will make sure you people are job ready. If you are job ready, you can get the job. You understood, right? Getting job is just next thing. But if you are already job ready, you can get in A company or B or C or any company. My intention is to make you guys to be job ready. Clear? So I hope you guys have got the clarity, like what exactly the full stack development is, and what are the different technologies we learn in this, and also the features related to our course. So I'm requesting again that if you people have forgot to give your details, guys, just you know give to this particular member. Just send all of you. So as of now, we discussed what is full stack development is, what are the different technologies, and what are the different courses we are providing in terms of full stack development, and then the features related to full stack development. Now I am going to talk some general ideas, like uh, what exactly happens in the industry, IT industry. If you are talking, you will be working on the project, right? Application development project and all. What is the exact role of you as a developer and all? That is what I am going to talk now. And then later, the job market. What is the job market for full stack development and all, and what are the projects we are going to do? That is what we are going to discuss now. The next agenda will be like the first thing, like what is your role exactly in the IT industry as a developer. The next thing will be like the job market for the full stack development, and that fourth point, like 6+1 live projects I told what are those projects, what kind of projects we do, so that we will be finishing the demonstration session. Clear? Still, if you guys are having any doubts so far, you guys can ask me. Online people, I am requesting, if you guys have any doubts at any time, any point of time, you can unmute yourself, you can ask, or you can even ping me in the chat box your doubts. Don't keep your doubts with you guys. So you are here to learn, and I am here to help you. Simple fundamental thing, like you are here to learn and I am here to help you. So, and one more thing, every doubt is a valid doubt. Keep that in your mind. Every doubt is a valid doubt. Keep that in your mind. And just if you are unable to unmute, and just post it in the chat box. Guys, clear? Yeah. So now, what are the next 2 points? Yeah. Assume like there is one healthcare company, like one medical, like they have medical shops, and they are also having one hospital, something like they are having chain of hospitals, something, and medical shops. So many things will be like complete healthcare. One organization is there who are dealing with that. Let's say, for example, okay, hello. There is some company. Assume company name is Hello Healthcare. These are the people who are into that healthcare industry. Assume for so many years. Now they want to move to online. As of now, they are just working normally, but now they want to move to online. They need one application. Yes or no? They need one application for the patients to register, to check their details and all, and for their receptionist to enter, log in and do some activities, and all their hospital activities, all their lab reports. You understood, right? For that to happen, they need one application first of all. What they will do is, this is what company? This is healthcare company. They go to some IT company. They will be going to some IT company. Here, just normal names I am giving. Okay, don't think about those names. Just I am telling like Hi IT Solutions. There is Hello Healthcare company is there, and there is one software company called Hi IT Solutions. And these people will call these people, and they will tell their requirement like we want one website or complete one web application or one desktop, whatever they want that application they will be telling. Then from this company, from this IT company, there will be some business development people will be there, right, who are at high positions, sales people. They will go to this company, or both will be meeting at some place. Then the first thing will be happening in this is requirement gathering. For the first step, guys, requirement gathering. So the exact requirements what they want, they'll be asking there. Yeah. After that, those people who went to that Allo company, like from some delegates will go from IT, high IT solutions, right? They will come up with the requirements. After coming to their company, they'll be analyzing those requirements. Understood, right? Because that company will tell so many things. We want this, we want that, we want that, we want that, we want these things and all. We want application like that. They will blah blah blah. They will tell so many requirements. These people will listen patiently, and they will come to their company, and they will be sitting with a senior people in the company, senior project delivery manager, delivery managers, project managers, or senior architects. They will be sitting together, and they will be doing the analysis, requirement analysis. They will be doing the requirement analysis is like, what kind of technologies we have to use for that application. They will be analyzing here. Clear? They will be fixing the technology. And next, do we have total how many people are there in our company, and who is working on what projects? Do we have people to work for this project, or do we need to get extra employees? You understood, right? All these activities will be analyzed here. To be precise, I can say the technology they will be fixing, and the time also, how much duration it is required for the completion of that particular project, and all that will be estimated here. One more very very important thing for their companies, like cost, how much they are going to charge for it and all. Clear? And these activities will be done at this phase called what? Requirement analysis phase. Like that, some extra, how many people also, the infrastructure, how many people, means the resources, people means resources. At the same time, infrastructure, resources means there means computers, right? Extra computers. If you are getting extra people means you have to get buy extra systems also. Like this, all the things they will be estimated, and all these activities done at this phase called requirement analysis. Once this is done, guys, here I am not using technical words. You may get some technical words for this, but I want you guys to understand. That's why I am telling in a general way. So requirements are gathered, and they will come up with those requirements to their company, IT company. That they will be internally discussing this analysis of the requirements. Once this is properly done, then the designing phase will be there. Designing means here the senior architects will be there, And architect means generally outside, if you are talking about the buildings, there will be architect. Architect, right? He will be giving the plan. He may not be doing, but he will be giving the plan. After that, other people will build the buildings. But first, one architect will be there. On paper, he will give the plan. Them, right? Architects. So like that, for the projects also, software projects also, there will be architects. They will be doing the design. If you are sticking to Java, or if you are sticking to any language and all, means how many pages should be created, means how many classes, some internal things, how many databases should be created for this complete program, like complete this application. Total how many databases should be created, and all these things are done in this phase called what? Design phase. And architects, and sometimes they sit along with senior developers. They will sit and they will be finishing this concept called designing. And after this, uh, developer will come into picture. Good. And what the output of this is, like, the document will be there, the what you call, like, detailed document will be there for your project. Understood? Project document will be there. They will be creating that project document. The designing phase, whatever it has to be done, with all the details, one document will be created. Then this is very important. This is the phase where coding coming into picture, or we call it as developing. So this is the place where people start writing the code. And this is the place where developers will come into picture, whether they are software developers, normal software developer, or whether they are website developer, or whether they are front end or back end, or whether they are complete full stack developer, whatever it might be. But developer will come into the picture at this phase. They will be first looking into this document, project document. First they will be analyzing the document, and they will start writing the code. In this, depending on the technology, they will be developing the code, and some they will be doing everything here module by module. Why? Because when we are talking about the real time applications or real time projects, it is not like one day you cannot finish. You know that, right? It cannot be done in 1 or 2 days. And that too, the complete project just like that they will not give. They will divide that project into, in developments, you are not the one person in the development team. You know that, right? You will be again development, one big team will be there in the development, what we call, like, team lead will be there for the complete development team. One head will be there. Those people will sit together and all, they will divide your work into modules, different modules. Like, okay, it has to be completed in 6 months. Assume total project. First, they will be having internal goals, like, small part 1, part 2. For normal understanding, in general words, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Assume like 4 parts they will be dividing. So that's what module by module people will be developing. Clear? And once these people are developing, these people will just ensure that our code is proper or not. That is only they will check. Yeah, normal developer will just check like my code is properly working or not. That only will check. But once this is done, your product is ready. Means whatever the software development you are doing, that product is ready. If you give that product directly to the customer, if he is getting some problems and errors, it's a difficult thing. Clear? So before we deliver this to the customer end user, we have to test it. So the next phase here involves is what? Testing. And this is not done by the developer. This is done by the testers. In the industry, there is a one specific division is there in the software development process. There is a special division called testing division, and people are called testers, software testers, software testing engineers. They have the designations like that: software tester or software testing engineers or test engineer, like that will be there. Those people will conduct different tests. What they will do, they will conduct different test on that particular software product, whatever may be the product, that website, whatever it may be. On that, they will be conducting different tests to ensure that this is error free. Why they will do test? So that there should be no errors. For that, they will be doing. For that purpose, see, for developer, there are so many strategies, right? To develop the front end, one way you have to develop the back end, few things you have to. In the same way, For those people also to test, they have their own different strategies and different styles will be there in the testing. Using all those things, they'll be testing the product. Once that is done, obviously, what is the duty of a developer? To develop. But what is the duty of the tester? Test it means they have to prove error. Yes or no? Testing means they have to prove some error. So they will come up with some small errors. In the industry, those errors are known as bugs. People generally some technical terminology. These errors usually people call them as what? Bugs. And they say like, hey developer, in your code there is a bug, like that they will be telling. Then what happens is, again these developers will be the right people, so these people will again interact with the testing people and they will tell the exact where the bug and all, what kind of problem it is. Again developers will be recorrecting it. Already product developed, completed, means like, functionality already everything created, nothing is pending, but still some extra errors. Those errors are identified by the testing people, and again they'll be informed, that will be informed to the developing people, and they will be correcting it, and again they'll be sent back to the testing people. Again they will be testing. Again, if any, that this cycle or this process will happen until they found it is error free, because testing is very important. Clear? And once this is done, but where this is happening? Inside the company, IT company. Where are the developers are sitting? Inside the IT company. Where are these testers are sitting? Inside that IT company only, right? You forgot or you remember this? Hello Healthcare company is asking all these things where the development is happening. High IT solutions, everything is happening. But this Hello Healthcare people wants to launch one website called hellohealthcare.com something. Everyone should access it. But now the code and everything working, but where it is working? Only in these computers, local computers it is working. But that should be made available to all the customers around the world, right? For that purpose, here what people have to do here is people will be deploying. It will be deploying. So they will choose one cloud, something, some cloud platform, public platform, and there they will ask that company which domain you want. They will tell, they will purchase the domain, something hellohealthcare.com something. Into that domain these people will push all the code and all, and they will be ensuring that now whoever wants to access that hellohealthcare.com from all around the world, now those people can be able to access it. Clear? This is the place where deploying, and this is the place different people will come into picture. Some cloud people will come into picture, and some DevOps engineers will be there, and some release management, some separate names will be there in the industry. Release management, release now product completed, now it is going to be released. Such a people have some release management people will be there. Next, after this, still there is one more activity will be there called what? Support. See guys, these high IT solutions created a beautiful product and they gave it to the Hello Healthcare people. But Hello Healthcare people should know how to use it. Yes or no? Yes, sir. They should be knowing. Then waste of product, right? First, these people will give proper demonstration and all, but still to get habituated to that particular product, to make sure that they are using it effectively and all, what they will do is they will ask these people to support for few days. You understand, right? Even after completion of delivery, also completed, product also delivered, but still they will ask these people to support our project for few days. Again, that depends on their agreement. Some projects will be supported for 3 months, some will be supported for 6 months. If they are very huge product involving some crores, you understand, right? They don't want any lapse, they don't want any miscalculations, they want everything perfect. Then they want that support for longer times also. You understood? For that support also they will pay extra. That is different story. For developments complete, that is different, and extending separate support, that is different. That is management activities. But uh, technology wise, what I am telling is, even after finishing of delivery of the product, still these IT companies do support their clients. Actually they're what you call client. Actually these people, this is the IT company, and for this IT company, and this company is called a client. People usually use that word, right? Clients means that. Got it? Here This is very small company. Assume this is very small firm, and this is also very small firm. These people already know these people. That's why they directly contacted and they'll be doing all these things. But in the industry, what happens is sometimes it need not be like a small project. It may be a very big project. Assume here I'm using some real words, real time things. What is that company name? Reliance. Assume like Reliance company has come up with some thought in their mind. They started one big, ventures. They will start, right? Reliance Smart, Reliance Bazaar, so many things like that. They started something. Now they want one complete application for them to manage. Clear? Now what they will do is they will invite auction, like different. They will tell like these are the requirements. They will put it in the open bid auction. Then people like Infosys, and then people like Wipro, and people like TCS. You have so many, right? People like TCS, Wipro, and Cognizant, CTS, we call. So like these people will go there and they will give their demonstration, their their what you call it, their experience, and they will showcase everything and all. After that demonstration finish, these people will sit together for few days. They will analyze all the things. Cost also they will see whoever is quoting how much amount and all. At the end, after few days or few months, whatever it is, depending on that, then these people will fix that project to some of them, one of them. First, they will go through everyone's quotes, but later they will fix one person. This is what happens. So if it is very small and already know each other, then directly they will give. But if anything like a big and all, usually happens like this. Same happens with government projects also, guys. Government also sometimes launches some applications and all, right? At that time also this will be happening. Yeah, so this is what exactly what happens in the industry. I talk in terms of product development life cycle. This is also known as software development life cycle, exactly where it idea starts and how it goes and all. But during this phase means like in sixth step, fifth step, fourth step, third step, I am telling just like that. But internally again, so many activities will be involved in that. Clear? So this is about what you call like what happens in the IT industry and what is the role of you as a developer. Next is I will talk about our projects. So the project one. In project one, what we do is we use two technologies, that is HTML, CSS, and using these two technologies, we will be creating a beautiful website. We'll be creating that website, maybe a coffee shop website. Example I'm telling, it can be anything. We will be creating one website, but that website is in static in nature. And after that, we'll be going to next project, second project. In this, we'll be using the technologies HTML, CSS. Along with that, we'll be using what is that? Bootstrap. What is Bootstrap here? Is it's a CSS library. Mostly Bootstrap is used for the creation of responsive websites. You know the meaning of responsive website? You know or you don't know? Responsive website means whatever the website we create, that should be visible. Those web pages should be visible properly to all the devices. Understood? Got it or not? You created one website. Your client or your customers may not, all the people may not open in the laptop, right? Some may open in their mobile, some may open in the tab, some may in the, even in the mobiles also, some may have small mobiles, small. So in every device it should be properly visible. Proper means your image should not be cut. You understood, right? They will not get proper experience. They don't like your website. You understood, right? Those problems. So to avoid all these things, we have to create the web page or website which is responsive. To create that responsive, if we use Bootstrap, using CSS also we can do, but lot of code we have to write. But if we use Bootstrap, what happens is it will make the sites to be responsive. So here, when we are developing as a normal developer, we have to create a site and all. We have to check that site in mobile. then in computer laptop, then again in the tab, everywhere we have to check it, right? Before we check that only, here for developer nowadays, all these what you call modern browsers are giving a special tool called developer tool. This tool is called what? Developer tool. In this only, in this laptop only, we can check how it will display in the mobile also. You understood what I'm talking? Yeah. Now you guys are able to see here something dimension responsive. What the dimension responsive? Here something 1962 something like that. Okay, directly I can go here. Yeah, iPhone SE able to see? That's it. In iPhone that will look like that. Now exactly the same Amazon site. If you open really in the iPhone SE, that will look like that. Got it? And you found the difference. The size of the images has reduced. Now Pixel 5, some other phone. In that it will be some what you call important or some famous phone mobiles they will give here. Other than that, here you can write your own. Able to see responsive you can say, and here if your device width is 600, then in that device it will look like this. Got it? If you know the dimensions of your device, directly you can check different devices how it will be looking like. Apart from that, by default they will give some which are very famous. Yeah, iPad, you know iPad, right? In the iPad it will be looking. iPad also two things nowadays. A small iPad mini is there and one bigger one is there. So like this. Samsung Galaxy phone, small Galaxy phone, it will be looking like that. Clear? Here how many tiles are there? Three, right? One, two, three. Here, one, two, three. Here how many are there? Four. That is what responsive. Now you understood. If my page is not responsive, what happens? Three will display, one will cut. Got it? That is what responsive is about. If the site is not responsive, then three will properly display, the fourth one will cut, and you have to drag. Using your mobile, you have to do left side, right side. Means example this one, but using Bootstrap, you can make the site to be responsive. Clear? And here you directly see mobile. S means a small mobile. In small mobile, it will look like that. Response you can give dimensions, or directly you can click here also. Medium mobile, some large mobile. Next is something like a tablet, 768 tablet, and then something like small laptop. How it should look like. Next year, yeah, one more big laptop. How it should be. The largest one 2560, like a 4K device, a big device where it's like that. Different options are available. That is before you do all deliver this site. When it is a development phase also, you can able to check whether that is properly displayed on different devices or not. But that is about responsive website is about. And then here next we will be doing the project, which is the project 3. And in this HTML, CSS, Bootstrap anyhow will be there, but JavaScript will be using. And a very important thing here, dynamic website will be creating. And example here is we'll be doing one online bus booking site. Why I am using that word dynamic? If you choose from Hyderabad to Bangalore, some date buses, some list of buses will come. From Hyderabad to Delhi, then different buses will come. Same place, that will be replaced with different buses. That is what dynamic is about. User is giving input to, as per that content is changing. That's what called dynamic. And we'll be creating the dynamic website. And after this, here same website only, UI website will be creating, but this time along with normal basic HTML CSS, we will be using React JS, and using that React JS, we'll be creating a complete front end application. Clear? And the advantage of uh, React application is quickly I will show you. Why, how it will happen and all I will talk later, but it will create single page application. What it will create? Single page application. The advantage of single page application is, I will show you practically so that you can understand. Yeah, you are able to see that this symbol is reloading symbol here. Yeah, this symbol is called what? Reloading symbol. The moment I click anything, that is getting reloaded. Able to see? Able to see or not, all of you? That is getting refreshed. Not only that, see, this is one side now. Yeah, here I am clicking India. What is happening here? It is getting reloaded. And here again I clicked one more. Again it is getting reloaded. And here I am clicking something like Nepal. Not clicked. Yeah, see, able to see that is getting reloaded. You observed or not, all of you? This button is called refresh or reload button. Every time we click some activity, then what happens is immediately that page will be reloaded or refreshed. This is React website, the official website of React. Clear? Here also links you are able to see. Able to see or not here? All of you, left side, able to see links? Now see, here I am clicking, content changing or not? Content changing or not? Observe this carefully, this button is not refreshing. URL is changing in that address, content is changing, but that page is not reloading or refreshing. You observed or not, all of you? The people, online people also, I hope you observed. So the moment I click any link, then what is happening is here the page is not getting refreshed or reloaded. This concept is called single page application. What we call this one? Single page application. That cannot be done with HTML, CSS or JavaScript. We have to take the help of framework called React. So once you are done with that, we'll be doing the project 5. In this complete pure backend application will be creating. Only backend, pure backend, and this backend can be done with again, you can use any of the you know Python or anything, and pure backend will be there, and this backend application will be checking without front end. We create complete backend and will be checking, and that to this application without any database. We will not be using any database. Next, in the next project, we'll be using the backend along with the DB. We'll be using one database also. So this is also a backend application, but this time we will be using a database, and we will be checking the database properly working or not. Everything will be checking, and before creating the front end only, we will be checking everything properly working or not. How we will check backend application is, you don't worry if I write some new line, new words also. I will talk about all the things. There is one tool called Postman. This tool is very helpful for the backend developer. They develop some backend that is properly working or not. If they want to check, they need front end, because from where data will come from the front end only people enter. Before creating the front end only, still they can check. That is what the tool is about. You understood? It's a ready-made tool. Using that, we can just to check like our backend properly working. If you know your backend properly working, then you can start developing front end. If you have logically your program wrong, then designing the time waste. No, got it? That's why first it has to be properly correct. It should work functionality. Then people will start writing the front end. So now this is about that last sixth project. Then what happens is, whatever the project we develop in the sixth stage, like one student management application or one e-commerce application, assume like that backend everything logics we write. Next, we create a proper front end for that using React or React only. We choose React, right? Here front end, what technology we are using, what you call like framework React, right? Using React here, we will create one front end. So that React front end will be creating, and whatever the backend we created in the project 6, the complete backend with Node or whatever it is, that backend will be integrating that complete React plus backend in the computer, in my computer or in your computer, wherever it is. two servers will be running, front end server and back end server, two things will be running. Got it right? Just client is running, server is running. The only difference here is real time and this one is both are running in my machine only. If you people have money, purchase domain. What is your name? Navin, right? Purchase one domain like navin.com, and then in that you will be having two servers, then there put it, remove from your local system, then people can connect it. Understood, right? That is the only difference. But till then it will work in our local system. So these are the applications which we are going to create in our projects. Clear? And these applications will vary from any name, like that website I told, it can be a coffee shop website, or it can be a bookstore website. Like that, on that day I will decide different kind of websites will be doing. Clear? And apart from this guys, in my course I will be talking about Git, right? I told that GitHub generally used for storing your code in the remote place, not in your local computer, storing the code in the remote place. In the industry, how people will work connecting together, I will make in the class also. I will create one project, not this project, this leave, normal one project, just some dummy project. That project should be, contributed by all of you. You understood, right? It is like the same way how people will work in the industry. That environment I will create here. Got it? So that's it, guys. This is about the complete the things. And coming to the job market, compared to other streams like domains or technologies and all, the full stack is having very what I can say, very bright future, because application you can choose anything. That's your wish, but everything has its own yes. So here we'll be talking about the front end. First, we will be starting front end in our course. UI development or front end development we will start. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, that journey. After that, React. Once we are done with that, we will be jumping into the backend. One of the backends of your choice. Here we are providing three backends: Java, Python, and Node. Java full stack is Java full stack. If you go with Python means Python full stack. Go with Node means Node full stack, or we call it as Mun stack. And whoever wants to learn only front end React, that those people also can opt. Up to you, not you guys. I'm generally telling like who wants to learn only front end. Not for you. Some people already back end people will be there. They want to learn front end. Some of my online students maybe that kind of category people also will be there where they want to learn only front end. Up to React they can learn. Clear? So these are the things we will be discussing in the class, and this is how our our course would be. As I already told you, this course completely practical, and I recommend you guys to use this as a opportunity, proper opportunity. Why? Because I'm expecting two things from you guys. If you can do this, you can make your dreams come true quickly. That is regularity. You have to maintain regularity to the sessions, and you have to put little bit of efforts from your end. If you guys can really do these two things, other things like concepts but how you have to represent, how your what you call like job searching journey should be, how you have to search, all the things I take care. Clear? The only things you have to do is you have to maintain the regularity to the sessions. The next thing is like little bit of effort should be there from your end. If you guys can really do that, I am assuring you that in just a couple of months you'll be getting job. Why? Because my intention is to make you people job ready. I'll make you job ready. That's it. If you are job ready means you can get the job. Understood? If you attend on your own also, you can get the job. If you attend from here also, you'll be getting the job. Provided you already are, finishing my all the activities, whatever I say in the classroom, you can able to do that. And this course is for all freshers from all different backgrounds, and also for the people whoever is having gaps in their career. Yes, they can again start, because everything starts from the scratch. And even also for the people whoever is already working in the IT industry, but on non-development roles, on some business process roles, right? Some BPO roles, IT companies only, but their roles are different, right? Such people also, if they want to switch, yes, it's a very, very good opportunity. From Monday onwards, we will be having directly regular session will be there. This is a complete demonstration what we do and all, but from Monday onwards we'll be having direct, sessions will be there. Directly you'll be having sessions, and anyhow online people, you are anyhow connecting through your devices only, laptops. And all offline people, classroom people, I want you guys to get your laptops. Why? Because practical sessions directly from the day one it will be started. From the regular classes, whenever starts, your practical sessions will be, started. So that's it, guys. This is Keshav demonstration for full stack development. uh, Whatever the things I actually wanted to discuss, they are done from my side. And if you guys are having any doubts, now I am open to your questions, guys. You can shoot out your questions by unmuting yourself. You can ask your questions, or you can even post your questions in the chat box. I'll be happy to answer you guys. I want all of you to participate. Don't be shy to ask your while asking questions. Else, if you guys are clear with the session, like you got all the things like whatever I told, if you understood everything properly, then let me know like you are clear. Give me that acknowledgement message. Or else, if you are having any doubt, just put your doubts in the chat box, or unmuting yourself you can ask. Deepthi, Dharani, Anish, Sudeep, good, thank you. Yeah, Ashwin.
For experienced people, if we start on Python,
Mm,
how
mm.
how will be treated like a fresher or how is it?
Experience means what experience you are having?
I'm having around 6 years experience in operations. I mean production
Okay.
support and some small enhancements, but not in Python.
Okay. Okay, fine. The thing is like, if you can follow the things, the procedure, whatever it's been, given in this class, if you can follow that properly, coming to the development wise, from depending on your, participation and your involvement, you can get a minimum of 2 to 4 years experience, real time experience in my complete session. If you can do that, yeah. So you
Okay,
you you will
so
fall you can fall somewhere around between 2 to 4 years, depending on yours. So you'll fall into that category of 2 to 4 somewhere. That depending on your expertise and your problem solving things. Yeah.
okay. So what is the package range for that particular? I mean, this particular skill set with that experience.
Yeah, that
I
range is
mean,
from
on
company
average.
to, yeah, that actually depends on again company, what kind of company, whether it is a a product based or service based, and that purely depends.
Okay, but, at least like just an average kind of.
Yeah, I can tell you about all these things in the next session. Okay, someone is thinking with other one. Yeah, but very good package will be there because it's a development, right? Obviously, compared to your operations or other things, it will be a very decent package will be there. That I can assure you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Saurav, here you will be learning the core concepts of Java, and then advanced concepts you will be learning, and in that you will be learning the complete backend project or the backend learning with the Spring Boot only, because nowadays everything is happening through Spring Boot. That's why you'll be doing through Spring Boot only. Yeah, Sheikh and Dharani, if you have any doubts, you can ask. If not, just put a message like you are clear. Yeah, Sita Pravalika. Okay, good. Thank you. Deepthi. Okay, thank you. Dharani, you are there? Yeah. Saurav, I answered your question, Saurav. You are not there. You again connected, right? That is coming to the Java backend. We'll be doing everything related to Spring Boot only, because nowadays people are using Spring Boot only. No, we will be going with Spring Boot only for the completion for the complete backend application through Java. We'll be doing through Spring Boot only. Okay, Dharani. Yeah, thank you. So, okay, guys, then yeah, try to make your mind that from Monday onwards we are doing practical sessions. So, means along with the classes, we'll be doing the practical sessions. Yeah, I will just inform. They will be informing you. Okay, guys, that's it. Still, if you're having any doubts, you can ask me. If not, we'll be winding up. And if you guys are having your friends also, some of your friends, just inform them. Why? Because once we start the sessions and all, I told you, practical means if it is more time, then it will be difficult for them to join the same batch. I'll be having the batch, but they again have to wait for next to batch. That's the reason. If you guys are having your other friends, then just you can recommend them. And this session I already recorded. The complete session I have recorded. The same recorded session will be given to you and given to them as well, so that they can get the idea, so that they can start. Because this happened in my previous sessions also, like some of my students uh, after 1 week, after 10 days, they came up with the two three one person coming up with the two three people, and they are telling like these people are my friends, sir, they want to join this and that. Sometimes what happens, as per the pace, sometimes I can accommodate. Sometimes what happens, if already some topics have been completed, I will be telling them to wait for next batch. If I ask them to sit also, they also having a feeling like I missed something. Psychological feeling, you know that, right? That's why I'm telling. Clear? If you guys are really, having any friends like who really wanted to get into the IT company, that to a desired role, guys. IT company, not just like normal jobs. Normal jobs means right, a proper IT development job. If your goal is that, and if your some of your friends' goal is that, just you know inform them. Because here only what we call like at this institution itself, in our organization itself, recently started a node, what you call it, interviews drive happening. So, and after a few days again, one more next what you call like next phase of drive again. That varies again. That is, they only give like fresher, no, fresher package 3.5 to 5. They mention like 3.5 to 5. Again, that purely depends on your skill set and all. So that's what I am telling you guys. If you people are really practicing whatever I say in the classroom and all, so getting job won't be that much difficult. Okay, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the session. You got some information. So we will start from Monday. Our next session will start from Monday. So I'm looking forward to meet you again on Monday, guys. Thank you. Bye. Take care, guys.